What's up guys? So on this table here, there's a bunch of really cool stuff. And I guess you could kind of consider this like an unboxing thing, except everything's already unboxed and I don't want to view it like that because I don't want to just show you the stuff like, here, look at the stuff that we got. More or less, this is a lot of the stuff that you're gonna be seeing in the videos over the next week or two. So if anything, it's like a preview, like a hidden trailer. To be honest, I just really procrastinate buying things and I'll make a massive list and then at once I'll order a bunch of stuff. So this is everything or most of the stuff already coming in. So I thought I would kind of just show you. Some of the stuff we'll put on to, some of the stuff we won't really do until another video. First things first, other than the fact that I'm the realist, we have these Ctsv Calipers. These are actually going back in the box though, because we are not going to use these anymore. I don't know if you remember, but I showed these to you guys, I don't know, maybe a couple weeks ago, and the plan was to put them on Nicole's car so she could have the same setup as my car. But to be honest, the Ctsv calipers are kind of annoying to fit wheels with unless you have 20 mil front fenders, because you need like a 20 mil front spacer. So I decided that instead we would go with OEM Nissan Z32 calipers. So we have a set of those coming, we haven't got them in yet. So that's what these drilled and slotted rotors are for. No need for drilled and slotted rotors, but they look great. I think these are made by a company called P2M. None of this stuff is sponsored or anything. This is just stuff that we decided to get. Don't know if you guys will realize what this is, but we'll put this on the chair. This will be the pile of stuff we're gonna go install. These are just brake pads, pretty self-explanatory, nothing too special. These are harnesses that we got for Nicole's car. Now, we're not actually going to be keeping them for a few reasons, but I figured I'd still talk about them. I did a lot of research because Nicole's safety is way more important than mine. I got Sparkle harnesses in my car because I thought Sparkle was cool, because that's what was in all the Fast and Furious movies. Half joking, Sparkle does make good stuff. So I'd say the main reason for this is Schroff. I think that's how you say it, maybe Schroff. That's the name of these harnesses. They have this thing called ASM. I don't know how effective it actually is. Essentially, it's just supposed to reduce the chance of submarining. So a lot of people will say that 4-point harnesses are bad. That's what I use in my car because you could effectively slide underneath them. That's what submarining is called. You should have like a 5th-point strap. But something about the way these are designed is supposed to make you kind of twist so you can't submarine. So I'll feel a little bit better about having Nicole having these in her car. The thing though, they sent us the wrong ones. They have two different styles. They have the one with this press button and then they have the ones with the nice cam locks. Cam locks are cool because they feel nice, they look cool. But actually, I think if you want these to be street legal, which I don't even know, I think it depends on every state law-wise, you have to have the press thing on it. So that way, if an EMT comes to the scene, they know how to disengage your harness. I mean, they could probably figure out how a cam lock works, but Nicole wants the cam lock. These are the rear rotors. The brakes aren't your average Z32 brakes. They're actually R32 brakes. And I'm gonna be trying to set up the e-brake cable so she can still have her parking brake, which might be a little bit tricky. That'll obviously be a video on its own. That oven is stinky. That's a stinky oven.
That means that you burned like your California pizza kitchen pizza, because it wouldn't stink for me. Oh, I'm so excited to wear my froth harnesses.
The front of Scroff, or Schroth. Comment below, how do we say it?
Harnesses.
Again, nothing too crazy. These are Pbm Lug Nuts. So I have red lug nuts on my car, which are kind of cool, but I'm not too crazy about them because the red on the actual lug nut just gets destroyed by sockets. So I thought doing something like this, where they only have pretty colors on the cap, they would hopefully not get damaged as easily. So we're gonna put these on Nicole's car. Here's the good pile. Now this is actually something that you guys have been telling us to get, I think ever since me and Nicole made our first video doing anything drift related together, because you can hear us screaming in the car. I guess a lot of moto vloggers, I don't know, I said motorcycle, I know it's called a motorcycle. They use these things and I think they attach to the helmet. I know that they have speakers in the helmet, so it's almost like a Bluetooth walkie-talkie setup. But the cool thing about it, I did some research and I have a thing that's broken now that will attach on one of my GoPros. So I think, don't mark my words on this, that we'll be able to record the audio of both Nicole and I having a conversation in the car, or me and another driver tandeming, and record it through the GoPro and be able to put that in a video. So that's something I might unbox and see if I can set up on a helmet. Don't know how difficult that'll be. This right here, this may look like a joke, but this is no joke. Nicole, you wanna show them how it works?
On you?
I haven't been hit by it yet. Roman said it might hurt.
He said it really hurts.
Did he?
You want me to hit you?
Okay, like I said, this thing is no joke. Roman Atwood actually had one of these at his house, and it was on my list of procrastinate but buy eventually because it's really rad. It's for killing bugs, and I guess it blasts a pinch of salt and it kills the bug without making like a mess. And it's really cool because it's a gun, and I'm a boy and boys like guns. But it seems really effective for killing bugs, and it seems like a fun toy to have around and not shooting eyes, because it says that about 5,000 times in the packaging. I'm excited to try it out on a real live bug. It says not to shoot butterflies though, I wonder why. This is a bug light. We really need this badly in the garage because it's at nighttime and we have to like be opening up the door. Those lights are so bright that bugs think it's daylight. So they come flying in and then they try to hang out with us and then they end up biting us because they're not good house guests. So we're gonna use that insect killer and we're gonna kill the insects, and we'll also have the bug assault rifle. So it's gonna be a war zone out there, but I'm ready to defend my territory. So we also have extremely overpriced smoked cab markers. I knew when I got my truck that I wanted to do the cab markers because I think they look cool. Some people hate them, but I think they'll look cooler smoked than the orange ones. So I don't think I'm gonna put these on tonight because I can't really pull the truck in the garage, and I'll probably do that outside. That is everything here. There's one thing left that is either really exciting or really boring. It depends on who you are and if you like trucks or cars. I haven't opened the box because it's pretty big, but I'm 99% sure this is my leveling kit for the truck. Yes, it's a work truck. Yes, we use it to tow the race car. And yes, I probably shouldn't be modifying anything suspension-wise. But even the dealer that I got the truck from said a leveling kit is not a big deal at all. In fact, sometimes they sell them on the lot with a leveling kit because it helps it sell a little bit better. I guess people like to buy trucks with wheels and leveling kits or lift kits, whatever, already on them. Kind of weird, I'm not used to that coming from the car world. So I have a 2.5-inch leveling kit that I'll be installing at some point, and it's taken me forever, probably a past week of changing my mind. But after I posted my Instagram photo asking you guys what wheels I should put on the truck, I did wind up communicating with a really sick wheel company, and we are making something really cool for the truck wheel-wise that'll still be functional but still look really cool, especially with the leveling kit. So that's something else to look forward to. Oh, but wait, there's more. This is all like dumb little stuff, but it's such little stuff that gets me so excited. If you have a 240, you know the struggle that this is basically your cup holder. You pull the ashtray out and you can like put a drink in here, but it doesn't really hold it tight because it flops around. You can put a rag in there to hold it tight, but that doesn't really work well. Well, I found a cup holder. Look at that. It just kind of like adhesives in there. And normally I'm not a fan of aftermarket stuff, but I think it looks pretty clean. Nicole will be stoked. Unfortunately, the single turbo kit for the BMW didn't end up coming this week. I think it's actually supposed to be delivered tomorrow, but we're not gonna be around, so I have to reschedule the delivery for Tuesday because it comes FedEx, and FedEx doesn't work on Mondays, which is kind of weird. In case you never knew that, FedEx will deliver on Saturday, but they won't deliver on Monday. So that's like kind of their edge on UPS, is that if you need it for the weekend, you can use FedEx. Shout out to product differentiation. Did you just burn yourself? Yeah. Oh. I also wanted to point out that I'm very, very relieved and excited that you guys are as stoked as I am about the whole Injuku thing, building the S15, because I was a little bit nervous. It's a bit of a bummer knowing that me and Alberto aren't going to be building the S15 in this garage like we initially planned, but I think working with Injuku generally will be a better thing, and I think it'll have a better outcome as well, and I'm glad that you guys could see that. I feel like you guys are all my mom and you have to approve of what I do, otherwise it makes me sad. That right there is a windshield wiper motor. It's actually an eyesore too if you care what your bay looks like. So this little thing, when I was asking like, do you guys know what it is? It just goes right over it and makes it look way nicer. Look at that. Just take out these two bolts. I actually have one of these on my car. It just came from the previous owner. So I'm really stoked that I was able to find this because I thought it was an OEM thing. I didn't even realize like he put it on. Such a random little doodad. Just tighten her up. Look how much nicer that looks now. It doesn't just stick out like a sore thumb. I'm really proud of how nice Nicole's engine bay came out. There's still so many little ideas we have to make it even nicer, but it looks really nice and it's functional. It's a good Jay-Z. I like you. You make nice noises. Don't ever stop being yourself. Your big brother don't sound as good as you do. There's no replacement for less displacement. Well, I've been talking a whole bunch of nonsense. Nicole has been cooking up yet another Blue Apron dinner.
We're having steak tonight and I'm so excited.
Is this a tag? That's a long tag.
Hey, don't film my tag.
Blue Apron is actually the #1 meal and recipe delivery service in the USA. I'm actually pretty stoked because we haven't been able to have a Blue Apron meal in a while with the whole Irma situation. They're actually smart enough to know not to send food to areas that were affected by Irma. Since we didn't have power or electricity, Well, I guess we had the generator, but they didn't know that. So they put a hold on delivering the fresh ingredients until everyone was okay, and we're okay now, and we get to eat Blue Apron again. So they have a bunch of different choices, and if you're picky, like me, you can even kind of custom make your own thing. So we had the steak, and we used some of the ingredients that they sent, but then we also added our own green beans, or I should say Nicole added them, because she knows I like my green beans.
You like your beans crunchy.
I like my beans green too. As always, I want to extend a massive thank you to Blue Apron for sponsoring this video. Companies like them are a large reason why we're able to do the things that we do and live the lifestyle that we live. Something new and cool that they're offering is this new 30-minute meal thing where essentially they give you the same fresh ingredients, but the recipe is catered more towards busy people like us, so we actually need to try this.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so let's not forget.
Okay, I was looking at the upcoming meals and I picked one. Okay.
All right, okay. So you can make the meals in 30 minutes or less. If you want to check out this week's menu and get your first 3 meals free with free shipping, you can go to blueapron.com/LZ. Blue, like the sky, apron, like what Nicole wears when she cooks sometimes, .com/L as in lion, Z as in zebra. Every time I have to like spell my name to someone, I do say L as in lion, Z as in zebra, because I like animals. Thank you, Blue Apron. Okay, let's eat. Hey Nicole, can you just help me with the tedious part of spinning these caps onto your lug nuts?
Yeah.
Great work, Nicole. You did a great job.
I love them.
Right now, you clean up dinner and I'll go put them on your car. Deal? 3 of her 4 wheels actually have these sweet 326 lug nuts, thanks to Jimmy who actually gave them to me. But aluminum lug nuts kind of sketch me out, especially with drifting. And we only have enough for 3 wheels, so one wheel has those stupid spline things, and it's just a pain because I always lose the spline socket. So 17 mil, way to go. I wish I knew why, no matter what, these studs just love to get loose. It's really weird. So I'm gonna try to do this the right way, and while I have the lug nuts off, I'm actually gonna clean the studs, and I'm gonna put a little bit of anti-seize on it, because no one likes seized lug nuts. I think they look pretty sweet. I'm sure all purple would look cooler, but the issue is then every time you put a socket on it, it loses the purple and gets flaked off. I think once she has different color wheels too, they'll really stand out, because these ones right here kind of like blend in with the wheel. I unboxed that new bug zipper and spent like 15 minutes playing with it. For whatever reason, probably a bad ballast or whatever it's called, where the actual bulb plugs in. This top one just doesn't work with any bulbs. I'm gonna turn the light up. Ooh, there's a bug down there. It's not dead yet though. I wanna see it kill a bug. All right, let's watch the show. I don't know why this is so entertaining to me. Although the bugs keep flying towards me. I think it's because the light's reflecting on me. Oh my God, it killed a bug and it was the loudest thing in the world. I don't know how anyone could like sleep with one of those by their bed, because I think that's what it's meant for. It was like a PAH! It's funny how fascinated I am by that bug zapper. Thank you guys for hanging out and watching the video today. I'm really excited to install a lot of the new goodies that we got on both Nicole's car and the truck. And I know today was a bit more chill than normal and I really didn't get as much done as I'd like to, but we actually have to have an earlier night because tomorrow's gonna be a jam-packed day, and I promise you it'll be a good video. So look forward to that, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you guys so much.